In 2005, the total amount of money spent on welfare was $404 billion. This meant that every single American had to pay, on average, through taxes and inflation, $1,350 that year alone to fund the welfare program, of which there were around 2 million recipients of. This should have meant that each one of the 2 million recipients of welfare that year should have received $202,000. Something tells me that they did not receive $202,000, that they would have been lucky to have even received $15,000. But let's be on the optimistic side and say that the average welfare recipient receives $20,000 a year. Even then, only 10% of the money spent on welfare actually went toward helping people, while the other 90% was wasted on governmental bureaucratic overhead. Private charity, on the other hand, has an average efficiency rating of around 85%. This means that if every American were to take the $1,350 that they spend on welfare every year and instead donate that money to charity, that we would be helping 8.5 times as many people. So if you really do want to help people, then end welfare and donate to charity. But if we didn't force people to help others, then they would never help anyone but themselves. If you are correct, then a democracy would be of no help to you either, because of course if the majority of people did not want to help anyone else, then they would never enact any laws forcing themselves to help anyone else. But let's say that you are correct, that the majority of people would never decide out of their own volition to help anyone but themselves. Even if that were so, you would only need a small minority, only 1 in every 8.5 people, to donate to charity, and the result would still be identical to what welfare currently provides. But if only one person decides not to donate any of their money to charity and keep all of their money to themselves, then that will cause everyone else to want to keep their money to themselves as well. Like it or not, people help others because it makes themselves feel good, and you're never going to get that sense of satisfaction if you know that you never played any direct role in helping anyone else. You might as well be making the argument that if someone decides to work at a dead-end job for the rest of their lives, then that will cause everyone else to lose their personal drive for success as well.